The Israeli military bombed a military building of the Hezbollah forces.
The Nghệ province delegation concludes successful visit and work in the Russian Federation. The 10-year journey carrying friend on the path of knowledge.
Welcome to today's news. My name is Nguyễn Thị and I will be your guide through the day's latest update. On June 29th, the Israeli military announced that they has bombed a military building of the Hezbollah force in the village of Hula, southern Lebanon, after detecting armed members of this group being there.
Earlier the same day, Israeli military spokesman Avichai Adraye stated that 2 anti-tank missiles fired from southern Lebanon had fallen in the village of Meskev Am in northern Israel without causing any injuries. In response, Israeli forces targeted the launch source with artillery fire. On June 28, Hezbollah had acknowledged carrying out dozens of missile attacks, including targeting military bases near the city of Kiryat Shmona, as well as using explosive-laden drones against a military site in western Galilee and other attacks along the border. The escalating tensions between Israel and Hezbollah have raised concerns about a wider conflict in the region. Mutual artillery exchanges between the two sides have spiked sharply this month.
In order to continue promoting bilateral cooperation with partners in Russian Federation, from June 25 to 29, 2024, the Nghệ An province delegation, led by Comrade Nguyễn Thông, Standing Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, visited and worked in the Russian Federation and implemented 2024 foreign affairs programs.
During the work trip, the Nghệ province delegation worked with the governments of Ulanovska province and St. Petersburg province, had a warm meeting with the Vietnamese Association in the Russian Federation and the Solidarity Vietnamese Association in Ulanovska province, laid flowers at the Ho Chi Minh statue in Ulanovska, St. Petersburg and Moscow, visited and exchanged with the Vietnamese embassy in the Russian Federation about the results of the delegation's work in the Russian Federation, and thanked the embassy for its attention and support, which contributed to the successful and fruitful work trip of the Nghệ provincial delegation, helping to consolidate the cooperative relationship between the localities and the overall Vietnam-Russia relations.
The Diễn Châu Bãi Vọt Expressway section, spanning a total length of 49 km, has been put into full operations. This has reduced the travel time from Hanoi to Nghệ An province to only about 3.5 hours instead of over 5 hours as before.
On the morning of June 30th, the final 19 km section, from the National Road 46B intersection to the National Road 8A intersection, of the Dien Châu Bãi Vọt Expressway project was officially opened for operation. Overall, the opening of the remaining 19 kilometers completes the entire project, marking the final piece of the 11 component projects that make up the construction of several sections of the North-South Expressway in the eastern region from 2017 to 2020, with a total length of nearly 653 kilometers. For Nghệ province specifically, this event also closes the loop to fully operate nearly 88 kilometers of expressway passing through the province. This shortens the travel time from Hanoi to Vinh City from 5 hours to only 3.5 hours, and connects to other provinces further inland, creating conditions for socio-economic development in the local areas.
Coming up next are some updated news.
According to data from the Foreign Investment Agency, the total registered foreign investment in Vietnam in the first 6 months of the year reached nearly $15.2 billion, an increase of 13.1% compared to the same period in 2023. Foreign investors have invested in 18 out of the total 21 national economic sectors. The processing and manufacturing industry still leads with a total investment of nearly $10.69 billion. Over the past 6 months, there have been 84 countries and territories investing in Vietnam. Singapore leads with a total investment of nearly 5.58 billion United States dollars, followed by Japan with over 1.73 billion United States dollars, then Hong Kong, South Korea, China, and others.
The National Assembly has just agreed to extend the application of the 8% VAT tax rate, a 2% reduction from the current rate, until the end of this year. The 2% VAT reduction applies to groups of goods and services, excluding real estate, securities, banking services, telecommunications, information technology, coke, chemical products, and goods and services subject to special consumption tax. According to experts, the 2% VAT reduction will allow consumers to save on their expenditures and living costs, having a positive psychological impact that will help stimulate demand and increase consumption.
Last night on June 29th, the fourth competition night of the Da Nang International Fireworks Festival, DIF 2024 with the theme Fairy World, featured a fireworks competition between teams from China and Finland. Thousands of visitors were captivated by the impressive fireworks displays, with the magical atmosphere created by the harmonious blend of colors and high-level music from the two teams. This night also marked the end of the competition for the 8 teams at DIFF 2024. The DIFF 2024 Grand Final with the theme, Heartbeat of the Future, will be held on the evening of July 13th, where the 2 best teams selected by the jury will perform.
Recently, social media has been widely circulating image of a young student from a far-off region carrying his friend to school every day, capturing the attention of everyone. They have overcome immense difficulty and walk alongside each other throughout their 10-year educational journey. The story of their friendship has awakened a sense of hope in the miraculous things that continue to quietly exist all around us, as well as the extraordinary strength that springs from human compassion.
Born in a disadvantaged Thai ethnic minority family in a remote mountain village in Kai Chau district, Vinh Gun lost his father at a very young age. He and his mother have relied on each other for support. What's more remarkable is that both Vinh Gun and his mother were born with disabilities. Cerebral palsy has made it impossible for them to walk on their own. Fortunately, Gun has a stepfather who loves and cares for them as his own, though facing similar difficult circumstances. V Tuan Khan is more fortunate. He comes from a warm, loving family and has a healthy body. However, moved by his friend's unfortunate situation, Tuan Khan did not hesitate to carry Gun on his back since they were just in 2nd grade. And this journey has continued uninterrupted for the past 10 years.
Truly feel very fortunate to have a friend, a kindred spirit like Khan. If it wasn't for Khan's help, I would have thought about stopping my studies after finishing primary school.
Amidst the countless daily life difficulties, weathering the stormy days, sun and rain, those feet still tirelessly trudge on. 10 years, overcoming many steep mountain slopes, potholes and ruts, falling down countless times, with bleeding hands and feet. Yet V Tuan Khan has never lost heart. On the contrary, it only made his determination more resolute.
There were days when it rained, we got wet, and fell down along the way, but the two of us didn't cry, we just laughed together.
The extraordinary friendship between Gun and Khan has touched everyone. They have written a fairy tale in the midst of everyday life, a story of humanity and immense beauty.
That is the end of today's news. Thank you for watching and see you next time.